Hi, and welcome to my life. This is Kismet, the feral grandma, in sunny central Texas. And I'm looking at the dandelions over here next to the truck. We've got some new puffballs and some new blooms. Thank goodness, because this time of year, unless there's a hard freeze, the little bees will be out soon. Every now and then you'll see a bloom in a patch of clover too. But it is outside time with the little dog, and I gotta decide what I'm gonna eat. It is a nice day today. A little bit cool this morning, but it's almost noon now and warming quite up. And y'all remember that blueberry that was trying to be all alive and springtimey? I think it's there. The other two might need replaced after having been frozen. I'm over here. Gotta step on the puffballs. Make sure the seeds get down to the ground. Otherwise, they'll just fly around everywhere and might be landing in the backs of pickup trucks or on pavement where there's no chance for them to grow. But we gotta have dandelions. 3-year-olds need something to pick. And like I said, it was a little cool earlier, but it's warm enough to be outside in bare feet right now. I am not seeing any goat heads anywhere at the moment. If anyone's curious about my leaning over and trying to be alive anyway blueberry over here, it is a Tiff Blue blueberry that I bought from Sam's Club. I don't remember if I had free shipping on that or not. But, you gotta have something you like doing, and if you grow something you don't eat, you can always give it to people. I'm on day, whatever the hell it is, of sleeping on a grounding sheet on the bed. Loki doesn't like it so much because it's got a plasticky side that protects it from basically the ravages of dealing with humanity. Because if you toss and turn, you already know the likelihood that you'll be working your sheet up off of the mattress. You'll be bunching up the bed sheet, tossing your pillows everywhere, whatever. People do things like that. He doesn't like that plasticky feel. But he's willing to have it on the bed because I want it. What you smelling, puppy? Oh yeah, it's time to eat something. I can hear a bird singing. I'm not sure what bird sounds like that. It's just like an extended row of tweeting that kind of scales up in tone at the end. I don't know if that's coming through on the video. I know sometimes the screaming chickens do. It is not fair that roosters are just about the only critter. Okay, if you live in Australia, You already know about roosters, probably, because galahs do the same thing. They greet the day screaming. Anyone who does not feel well when they get up should be allowed to just scream and let everyone know their day is not going as it should. My hair is not going as it should. I have an undercut growing out. So I have this extra layer underneath what's long. And we'll find out before too long if the horrible menopause night sweats are done with. Because you don't just sweat, you sweat and it's smelly. And you wake up going, oh my God, I need to do something about this. Well, having the back half of my hair shorn down to like a 1/4 inch long sure helped a lot. It's not for everybody, and if you don't have any bulk or thickness to your hair, you will not want to do that. But it did a lot for me. It's kind of like cheating. The menopause edition. Carnivore has helped a lot with that too. I woke up cool, and that's why I have a flannel shirt on. I probably should have grabbed one of the older ones that are already ripped on the sleeves because I'm hard on my things. Yes, my play clothes take a beating. My stuff I'll wear on the mat takes a beating. Just because I'm into it long before I get there. So that's more wear and tear. And I tend to, my soup drips. If I go out for a pho or something like that after a lesson, that used to be what I would do. Most things I can manage to eat neatly. But, soup drips. Okay, puppy, let's go get that sweater off of you. He was shivering so much yesterday, but it's nice to have a nice day. Okay, I got the little guy's sweater off and decided on some meat. I had some beef chuck ribs in the fridge. Trying to figure out where to stand to have the least problem from the light. But I get the sweater off because he was freezing so bad yesterday. I mean, it wasn't freezing cold here. It was just low. It was in the 40s and 50s much of the day, and I'm still seeing the light glare. And that kind of glares a little. Now I look red. Oh well. But I pulled the sweater off and rubbed his back and sides pretty good. Like, it's petting time. Yeah, buddy, I'm talking about you. That lights everywhere, but they all just look wrong. And I came in here and got the chuck ribs into the pans, and I'm going to have to look up the best temperature and everything for cooking them. And later, when they're almost done, I think I've got a couple more pieces of the chuck eye steaks, which are essentially where the ribeye invades the chuck. If you're unsure what I'm talking about, the different cuts of a cow don't just fall apart easily when you come to cutting up. I mean, there's the whole ribeye section, and the muscles from that protrude into the chuck section. So, yeah. So many things to choose from. So many cuts, so many flavors. And depending how much a given set of muscles works on a critter, you will find more or less flavor in a given area. So much so that in much of Asia, you can go looking for some very specific cuts, and you really have to know what you're looking at to make the most out of the information they have available on, this or that piece of beef. And they'll be very picky about there's a fly strip over there. And that's been catching the flies that, they'll hatch and find their way to shelter during cold weather. But I'm just going to take that down soon and probably enjoy about, well, there's also one in the bathroom I got to take down. Always put a fly strip near a cat box. It helps. And then I'm making less racket in there with the fly swatter. But putting a fly swatter in the bathroom, that's a winning move. Oh yeah, I gotta show off my bouquet since it's almost complete. The big Lego bouquet that I got for Valentine's Day. And there's like 4 different kinds of flowers in it already. There's some roses, some daisies, there's whatever that is, and a poppy. And there's some assorted greenery in the kit, much of which is built and all in a vase on my counter. I think some of the smaller Lego flower kits are very pretty. And this one's pretty too. They even include some thorns for the roses. Now, like the puzzle I was doing, there's not everything there, but Lego is awesome for having the Missing Brick website. You get a kit and there's something missing. Build everything you can and find out how much else is missing. I'm about to hit them up again. There's a small gray stick. I mean, it's little. And I'm going to need another one. That's okay. They make it easy to get replacement parts. Some toy companies don't. And kids need to know that they can go onto a website and put in the name of their kit or the number of it, because they also number all these things, and scroll through all the parts and find the exact part that's missing. If you need 2 of this, 3 of that, and 1 of something else, you let them know what you're missing. And of course, they have to know how to put their address in. And there's another, that's the ceiling light behind me. But, you don't want kids abusing the system either. If you know your kid is assembling their Legos out in the dirt with their buddies and then they come in and they're missing half the kit, there's probably a connection. So, you can introduce your kid to the concept that mail can come to them. Put the kid's name, put the bride address, and order the 2 of this, 3 of that, 1 of that, and get your parts coming. and then just watch for them to get an envelope with their name on it. Kids need mail. They really do. If a member of the family is traveling and your kid has never received a piece of mail, ask them to send a touristy postcard of whatever type from the town they're in. If you don't want to, do international mail, which it can be costly, then the military member of the family might be willing to stuff a few such postcards into their duffel to bring back stateside with them and put a stamp on it and send it. Although the postmarks and stamps from different countries are also quite collectible. Makes it fun. You can introduce a kid to something they have no idea is a thing. Oh, stamp collecting. Yeah, that's a thing. And for some reason, many stamps are just infinitely more collectible if they are postmarked, if they have actually gone through the mail. I'm looking at my oil lamp and trying to decide if it is time to clean that chimney. I have a little candle lamp next to it, and it's a little more reachable from the sink than the oil lamp is, but that oil lamp needs cleaned up. Up there next to the clock, I have some of my favorite egg cups of all things. I'm about the only person I know that eats soft-boiled eggs and knows how to use the tool for taking the end of the shell off. And I used to just get the shell pulled off as much as I could and then just use the egg spoon to sort of get the egg out onto a piece of toast. Instead of dipping the toast, I would just put the egg on it and kind of break it up a little with my fork. But it's not something I have to give up on this diet. Protein is good. But I do have to control my enthusiasm for YouTube, and yeah, there's the living room light over there, fan going. But I have got to go find the directions on cooking chuck ribs, beef chuck ribs. And I think that'll be a good lunch, especially after I add the couple steaks. And then, I don't know what I'll eat later. No telling. There's always something. I haven't had some tuna in a while. I also haven't had some salmon in a while. Well, I haven't had regular salmon. The canned salmon I've eaten all my life. And I get free shipping with the Plus membership at Sam's on the salmon too. So now there's a 4-pack of cans that came recently, and they're over there with the other canned goods. I think I need some bungee cords to go across the rack at the top, slide some curtains on there, and if it has enough hem, slide another bungee cord through and get all that mess covered up. I might do that with all these racks. I've got shelves that I could use some covering on them. That might be nice. One of the grandsons wanted some fabric recently for something, or a curtain or something. I don't remember what he wanted it for. But some blackout curtains had gone to the friend's cabin where we deer hunt. And there's enough stuff in there that it was in danger of looking kind of ghetto. But I was asked to go pick out some curtains. I made sure of the ones I got that there was matching colors for all these little windows. And they've got a little window next to the back door, and they've got a regular looking kitchen window type window where there's a counter and there was a plan to run water. And then there's a couple of larger windows, and then he came back, and some additional curtains came back, because sometimes you just need one little curtain, but a package might have two, And I gave a piece of this to whichever grandson it was needed something that day. It doesn't matter that it's a particularly good quality curtain. It was a spare. And I'm like, here, take it. You gotta have stuff that you have that attitude toward. But I gotta get my lunch made. Y'all be good. Have a good day. Oh, and my weight is down again. Yay. Every little bit counts. So, eat something healthy. Eat what you know you need to be eating. And do what you know you need to be doing. Whether it's encouraging someone, helping someone, raking leaves for someone. Although this time of year there should be less of that. But if they didn't get raked in the fall, they're going to need... if you put a mulching blade on your mower, you can just run right over them and start them breaking down and contributing back to the soil. If you still don't like the look of having all these mulched up leaves and grass tops sitting around and you want to rake them up, well, that's fine. Pick a spot and let them break down. Because they're meant to. We can't keep getting life out of the ground if we don't ever put any back. Biomatter matters. I got a little itch over here. I don't know, a little dry. Might have to use the same stuff I put on my eczema. Cetaphil moisturizing cream. It's good stuff. But y'all take care. Grandma loves you.